Hi everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another video. And today I would like to share my thoughts on the Astro DLC because they released even more DLC this past February. And you know, I actually had a video recorded. They initially released DLC back in October and November of 2024. Remember, the game released in September, and then a few months later they released free DLC. And then even shortly after that, they released a Christmas-themed level in December. And I recorded that right after the Christmas-themed level released. And because I like to record my videos in advance, you know, I wasn't going to upload it until February. And like the week before I was going to upload it, they announced even more free DLC. So you gotta love that. I mean, all these games, they charge you an arm and a leg. Oh, the new level, the expansion pack, $5, $10, $15. Astrobot is like, here's 5 more Kino levels for free. So let's check it out. You see now there's 327 bots. There was a little over 300 when you beat the game. Plus, you get the 4 extras by completing Astro's Playroom. So who knows? They might even release even more free DLC. Why not? But I hope they released Astrobot 2 at some point. And I already did a video on the main game back in either September, October. I talked about Astro's Playroom, which I loved. And going back to play this, I suck at platformers. We're going to try to go through a level or two here. But in particular, the new levels are the speedrunning levels. You got to be quick. And I'm not particularly good. That's why I play turn-based RPGs or action RPGs where I can just button mash. You expect me to platform? But they initially released the DLC back in October. And they did this cool thing where they had a new level each week from October to November. Then in December, they released the Christmas level. And then just recently, from February to March, they released a new level each week with new bots. And some of the franchises include Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, Spider-Man, the Spider-Man PS4 games. I think Peter Parker and Miles Morales were in here. Croc, Rayman, characters from Tekken. I think there's even a Guilty Gear character. So lots of cool stuff there. Of course, these are the main levels. Right around here, we have up here, this is the new one, I think, Vicious Void. This one is the Stellar Speedway, that was the first one. And then over here, look at that, the Winter Wonderland. So let's take a look at this. We'll try to go through one of the levels, but again, I'm not particularly good with this. I guess it gives you like, this is a speed run, it gives you the time trials. Each level has its own, you know, ability. Like this is the one you use the monkey, you can climb the walls. This I think is the spring. This one was one of my favorites. The frog, the elephant. Let's do this one though. This is the dog where you go really fast. And with the Christmas one, you see Astro has his Christmas costume on, his Santa Claus outfit. But you have these birds you gotta race against, the blue one and the red one. If you beat the red one, you get both bots. But if you beat the blue one, you only get one bot. And you see how fast the red one already is. I mean, but it's fun to go back to it. I'm not worried about like trying to beat it because I already did it. So we're just gonna show you. And you know, it just makes me wish that we get another Astrobot type game or Astrobot 2 or whatever. But I wonder what the gimmick would be because, you know, we already have so many cameos. I don't want it to just be the cameo game. Like, maybe Astro can just rescue the regular bots. But, oh shit, we fell. But it's funny, like, you think of PlayStation, and a lot of people, especially me, the original PlayStation, you think of the 3 Final Fantasy games. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, and Final Fantasy 9. And none of them are cameo bots in this game whatsoever. Like, you would think Cloud. Oh, Cloud, so great. Which Cloud's not even the best protagonist from the 3 Final Fantasy games. That would be Squall. Well, Titus is the best overall, but anyway. I don't want to get the Final Fantasy fanboys all riled up today. But that's just my nature. And even still, Sora from the Kingdom Hearts games, he's not even in this. But we have like random characters from Guilty Gear, which I know Guilty Gear fans are probably like, oh, they're not random, they're great. Well, most people don't know who they are. Anyway, I'm not going to complete this level because I suck. I did it already. I'm not going to bother completing it again. I just wanted to show you that. Let's go to the Winter Wonderland level, though, just to show you how nice and colorful it is. And you know, the different spots you can find there. That's the one where you can find Spider-Man. And just the detail they go into this with the Christmas tree and all the decorations. It was so nice to see. And I'm not typically the person who would play the levels weekly. Like I mentioned, there was levels releasing between October and November, and then February and March, a new level each week. I played them all at once. But for those who do enjoy playing multiple games and doing a level a week, you know, it's right up their alley. And you see even these bots here have the reindeer antlers and Santa Claus hats and cute stuff like that. So I already found all the bots, so I don't know what else I can really find. I think there's just coins and stuff. Decorations. I strongly recommend Astro Bot if you couldn't already tell. I mean, you can refer back to my initial video or all that various stuff. There's the train. Yeah, because I already beat the level, I already unlocked it. So we'll just do that. It'll show you the different bots. Which Croc. Yeah, Croc's right there. Miles and Peter are there. They're doing the Fortnite default dance. Can you believe it? And I'll just show you the crash site and see if we can find Eve at least. Eve from Stellar Blade. I still haven't played Stellar Blade. I wonder, is that game good? I mean, Eve's hot. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan of Souls-like games, so I don't know if I would even like it. The only Souls-like game I like is Final Fantasy Origins Stranger of Paradise with my boy Jack, who just wants to kill chaos. I'm here to kill chaos. I'm going to find him. The darkness is so thick I can taste it. Here's the Persona Bros. Where is Adachi? The Chud King, Adachi. But yeah, there's just so many great characters here. Again, I do hope there is an Astro Bot too. But I just wonder what the gimmick would be, because I guess you can do this again. It's just a matter of what other characters can you have cameo. And some of these guys are all by themselves. There's is that Gex? That's Croc. There's Croc and Gex. But yeah, there's just that's the other. This is Soul Bad Guy from Guilty Gear, and this is another guy from Guilty Gear. I don't know what his name is. I have no idea. But I know that's Soul Bad Guy. And I remember in my initial video, I'm wondering, like, why isn't Ragna or Noelle here from Blaze Blow? That would be great. But Eve's here somewhere. I just can't find her. I think Eve, she does the thing with sodas. In the Stellar Blade game, you replenish your HP with soda or something. So she drinks the sodas. And there's, like, sexual poses. Oh, there she is right there. There's sexual poses she does with the sodas where you see her armpits and stuff. Come on, Eve, what do you do? But there you go. So thanks, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I really enjoyed playing through Astro Bot the first time, as well as Astro's Playroom, and even now going through the DLC levels, despite them being very challenging. You saw I couldn't even finish that one on retry, but I'm not good at platformers, and I never claimed to be. So thanks, guys. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Go buy and play Astro Bot right now. Peace out.
99.